But anyway, speaking of new things popping up, apparently there is all kinds of shit going on in the WWE in a positive manner that's making the fans lose their rabbit ass minds. And on the other side of the street, there's a lot of things that is making the locker room lose their rabbit ass minds. And the fans are kind of puzzled. So what am I hearing? Is Triple H now just coming out and saying I'm changing shit because I'm in charge now? I'm the guy.
Well,
It's me all along.
I don't think that's exactly what he's been saying, and I've not heard this audio yet. This has actually been breaking while we've been recording here, but Triple H spoke to Ariel Helwani. In the top corner of the screen here, it says BT Sports, so I guess that's who employs Ariel Helwani right now. And let's play some audio. We'll break it up when there's something worth talking about. It's just about a minute and a half here.
I think initially people thought, oh, he'll still be kind of running the show from afar, texting you, whatever. But I think over the past month, it has become very clear this is your show. So he has nothing to do with the product anymore.
And one of the things that he, I don't want to say outright said, but alluded to me, he's like, look, you're going to do things. You cannot think about how I would do things. You have to think about what you want to do and how you feel like it's best for the product. I might not like it, but I understand why you're going to do the things you're going to do. You have to do what you feel is right.
Can I jump in there?
It is.
Yeah.
Because I believe him. Because that, to me, the Vince McMahon that I knew, that is exactly what he would say. And I can believe that 100%. Because now, bear in mind, I don't think Vince wanted to go. And he sure didn't go quietly and or on purpose. But once the deed is done, that's one thing you got to say about Vince. Okay, he will fight and scratch and claw and dig to whatever to get his way or to get out of something or get what he wants. But once he examines a situation and says, okay, this is the way it is, now we got to work with this, then he'll do that. And I believe in my heart that he sat there and said to Triple H, all right, all those things he just said, because Vince still owns a massive amount of that thing. And he doesn't want to see things go sideways. And right now, everything's doing well. The ratings are up. Buzz is up. People are optimistic. And so now it might be a different thing if this time next year business is half of what they've been doing and Vince has a lot of ideas and nobody's listening and the ship is sinking. Then the demeanor of everybody might change a little bit. But I believe that statement right there.
All right, well, let's see if you believe the rest of this. Let's go back to Triple H speaking with Ariel Helwani.
It's a tough thing to get to. No one works together for that long of a period of time and goes, everybody would think to themselves, well, I would have done that slightly differently. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. We use the term all the time in the business, chocolate and vanilla, right? I want chocolate, you want vanilla. One of us has to pick a flavor. He would always pick the flavor. Now it's my turn to pick the flavor. It's all good. It's all ice cream, right? But it's my time to pick the flavor, and I have to be confident in those decisions. And I can't look back and say, well, what would Vince want to have for a flavor? Because it just wouldn't be authentic then.
Well, there it is, Jim. Triple H speaking with Ariel Helwani.
I get to pick the flavor. I've heard that ice cream analogy for 30 years now. They love the ice cream analogy, chocolate and vanilla. Sometimes it's horse poop flavored fucking cow pie. But usually chocolate and vanilla, and he's the guy picking the ice cream now. And for better or worse, I think Vince is going to accept that. And like I said, unless something ridiculous happens, and then Vince would view it as the ship is going down and all hands have to be on deck and save this thing somehow. But that ain't happening. And I don't know if it's possible for their business as well as it's integrated with everything, as established as they are in so many different places, so many guaranteed sources of revenue. I don't know that it can completely fall apart in any, reasonable period of time. So that time may never come, but we got a new ice cream fucking chef here in town. He's going to pick the flavor. We'll see what the flavor tastes like.
They love their analogies. There's the chocolate and vanilla analogy, and the other one is sometimes you have to eat shit and like it.
Yeah, and usually the shit that they were eating was the fucking ice cream that they had produced.